Hey guys, this is John with CheatSheetPros.com, and in 2020, we're going to start releasing short, couple-minute videos of the early NBA plays that we like. Also, follow us on Twitter as we're going to post our lock and core plays daily. So, let's go ahead and get started. Today, we have a 4-game slate, kind of small, but we're going to give you the plays that we like. So right now up on my screen, I'm going to show you the first play we got to look at is Jay Crowder. He's fresh off of a 62 DK point game. He has a total edge just over 100. We're looking for any player with an edge over 100. And over the last 4 games, he's averaging 32.25 DK points at only $4,500. That's good for a 7x value. He also has a great ceiling for GPPs. In the last 10 games, he has a 62-point game, which is where we look for our ceiling. And his fantasy point per minute production has climbed from 0.75 to 1.03. That's a massive boost. In a game with a 234.5 total as +6 dogs on a 4-game slate, he's definitely someone you have to consider tonight. Player number 2 we like, Darius Garland. In my custom model last night, they kept putting in Darius Garland. I ran with it. It ended up scoring 8x in a GPP and putting up 230, 235. Now you can see here, his total edge is below 100. So we want someone over 100, but with a 4-game slate, we can't be too picky. So in the last 4 games, he's putting up 29.5 DK points at only $4,600. That's good for 6.4x value on DK. Ceiling is a little low at 35.5, but at $4,600, we'll go ahead and take it. The next guy we like here is Hassan Whiteside. So Whiteside has 2 games over 60 points in his last 6. His last 3 games, he's put up 62, 43.5, and 54.5 DK points. Now, his total edge is 128.2, which is good because we're over 100. And then also, he has a great DVP spot. The opponent is giving up 53.1 DK points to the center position over the last 14 days. So he's someone we definitely have to look to. And at 8,500, he's got some wiggle room to give us some ceiling there as well. The next guy we like right below is Kelly Oubre Jr. So he has been absolute fire recently. So Kelly Oubre is only 7.1K on DK, and he can give you almost 50 points. So that's great for GPPs when you're spending a little over 7K and you have upside of 50 points. In the last 4 games, he's put up 45.25, 45, 50, and 53 DK points. That's phenomenal. So Kelly Oubre is playing 39.2 minutes a game over his last 4 and giving you almost 7x value, 6.8. His fantasy point per minute production has also increased from 0.96 to 1.08. That's a healthy increase for you. And in a game with a 234.5 total, we need to get some exposure to either Booker, Rubio, or Kelly Oubre Jr. If you don't like Kelly Oubre Jr., you can come down here to Ricky Rubio or Devin Booker. They're about a 2K price difference. I personally like Booker because of the solid floor you're going to get. I know Rubio laid a stinker the other night. So Booker in his last 4 games has put up 51, 45, 50, and 55 DK points. So he's giving you phenomenal production. To hit value, you only need 40, 41 DK points. So he's consistently going up over 6x. His fantasy point per minute production has also went from 1.12 to 1.19, and he's averaging 50 points a game, which is good for 6x value over his last 4. If you don't have that much money in your salary cap, you can drop down to Rubio, who is consistent at a 1.12 fantasy point per minute, and he's putting up 37 points for 5.5x over his last 4 games. But either way, either have Booker, Rubio, or Oubre Jr. in your lineups on this 4-game slate. Follow us on Twitter to get our lock and core plays. Thanks, guys.